Hello everyone, today's video is going to be day 4 of our Escape from Tarkov Standard Edition playthrough. Now if you missed episode 3, don't worry, I'll leave it as a link down below so you can check it out. Also guys, these VODs are from a live stream, so if you're trying to catch those live, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you get notified of when those streams start. Finally, if you want to catch those longer, unedited VODs, make sure you check out that blue join button down below because members have access to those. But anyways guys, today we're going to be continuing that same theme from episode 3, just running into a ton of players, getting into a lot of fights, and end up taking a lot of unfavorable engagements. So there's a lot of information to break down here. But we're pretty much going to be playing on customs and interchange, trying to chug through our quests and get our levels to unlock higher level traders. But thanks so much for watching guys, I hope you do enjoy today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, enjoy the show. Honestly guys, recently I've been playing a ton of EVE Online. Like I've just been like, that's where I've been like I've been streaming and editing the Tarkov videos, but in like all of my free time I've just been playing EVE. I'm addicted. Yeah, you very rarely want a full auto on the foul. All right, we need to go to dorms, so we're gonna head over there. The server's a little laggy. Holy, it's pretty laggy actually. Yeah, it's a server. You can see it's a server because my FPS is at 114, but this is 100% not 114 frames. I don't know, Tarkov performance has unfortunately just been getting worse and worse in my opinion. The only thing is, we're not really kitted to go into dorms. Like, we have this atrocious site. So we're going to be doing a little bit of hip fire if we get in there. We might even take... I don't even know if I can take this off in raid. I might have to, honestly. We might just snap this off real fast. Yeah, we'll probably have to snap it off just for the indoor portion of this raid. Now, we're pretty slow, so there's most likely players in the 3rd story dorms. All the gunshots around the map tell me that there are players elsewhere as well, and that's good news because it means that, you know, at least not everyone is pushing dorms. There's some players around the map. Right now, you just want to make sure you don't hit any bushes. You can usually catch players coming through this brush right here to my front. Players from both sides of the map usually get here roughly at the same time, so you do want to be a little careful. Also, making sure that the 2nd floor door is not open. And once again, going back to personal preference, opening this quietly or not, it's all up to you. I hate running on metals, so I do it quietly. You want to get in as fast as you can and close the door behind you. We're really mainly just here for a quest item, which should be like in here, right here. Yeah. So we're just gonna loot this and get out. If you're starting out, you usually don't want to be fucking around in here too long because dorms is hella scary. Ton of players, a lot of bad guys. You get killed pretty often, and it's really easy to fall into this slump early game in Tarkov where like you die a couple times and then it spirals out of control because you run out of money. Cool, we got a sanitarium key. Always check pockets of jackets. You have to be a little careful getting out of here. And then when you're leaving, peek it a little bit and then go down fast. You don't want to mess around on those stairs. Stairs are a great way to get killed. God, this server's frames is just... I'm gonna try to reset my frames here real fast, hopefully. That's really close to us. We keep going. So there's someone in the dorms. That's what all that gunfire was. We're gonna leave. The biggest threat right now is getting shot from the windows, so I'm just gonna try to get out fast. Then move to the 2nd quest. This hill can be kind of hot sometimes just because of the elevation and the visibility it provides. So while it's a great place for you to go up and like you can prone out here and really like if you need to take time to go through stuff, you can take your time on the top of the hill. You need to be listening because like this is a really popular place for like if any player needs to med up or go through and pack their mags, they do it at the top of this hill because they'll be able to hear anything coming up, and they're out of line of sight of everything. I want to be careful walking in a straight line. We're just going to get over this fast. So it sounds like Sniper Scav might still be up, and if he is, that's really good news for us because it means that he's going to slow down other players. I think that's him cracking off shots right now. So we're going to go real fast and try to get this quest done. You can crouch and look while you're doing... Oh, God. Lag. While you're doing your thing, and it will make you harder to hit. I mean, just a little bit harder to hit. We're going to loot this while we're here. Alright, so at this point, I will fit my scope because we're pushing closer to the water. And getting across that water, that's a long-range engagement if we're fighting players on the west side of the map. So as we come around the corner here, like, yeah, it's still going to be sketch going down the L on the left. And being in a close range engagement, I'm pretty much going to have to hit fire unless I get the first shot. But after I clear that body to unknown, I'm going to really want that range. I don't really want to go through L because it is a funnel. I'm going to try to punch out and get around here. It's a little risky because I'm out in the open, but I think the risk of going through the L is much higher. What you can do, if you really want to get cheeky, is you can go into here and kind of scope out things across the water relatively safely. I mean, once you go up one more level, you're pretty exposed, but Tarkov is all about finding, like, cheeky angles and peaks that people don't expect. And being in this, like, crack here breaks my silhouette enough to where, like, if there's another player over there, he's gonna have a harder time seeing me. Now, going up onto this is sketch. But I kind of want to scope out what the hell's going on the other side before we commit. Don't want to spend too much time up there. Things have quieted down, which is a little concerning. I remember that there's a silenced gun out there somewhere to my front. And then Sniper Scav got picked off, so... This is going to be a harder raid, mainly because there's not that much noise. And when there's not that much noise, it's just less information. I can't make as many guesses as I would like to, so we're kind of flying blind here. We should be pretty safe along this wall. And then there should be a break down here to my front. So this is kind of a cheeky spot if you're coming from the other side and you want to take a little peek here. You can cut off that bridge that a lot of players will use. Of course, you're not going to catch players off the break of the map because they're going to cross that before. But, like, later in the map, if you think, like I heard the players over here shooting, you might be able to catch them crossing this bridge. So we're going to scope this out just a little bit. See what's going on. I'm not really in a rush. We have a lot of time in the raid, and, you know, right now we're flying blind. Waiting for a little bit more information is fine. I'm in a safe spot. I'm gonna hear people walking up behind me if they do come this way, and I'm in a brush with cover. So, like, we're in a very safe spot here. I'm okay with waiting it out for a little more information if possible. All right, it looks pretty clear. We're gonna hope that no one's watching this and just try to get across the water. We have the most information on the left, so I'm going to free look on the right while we cross, because I have not seen that much over there. Once you get to this point across the water, you got a lot of options. You can go left, right, straight up the middle. You can prone underneath. But we're going to get our stand back. Try to be quiet here. Big red is usually a hot zone. I've not heard anything close to me. I haven't even seen a scav yet, so we're gonna go fast. Just go right over. It's the fastest way to do it. Of course, it's loud, so you gotta be careful. Kick out on the right, see if we can see anything down the road. Doesn't look like anything. We're also gonna peek over here and see if we can see anything in the actual lot. Gotta be careful. Sometimes people can be in the windows of Big Red, so you want to make sure that you're not too exposed from that location. We're gonna keep going around. I don't know where all the scavs are. Gotta be careful in here. We're gonna go in here, loot a couple things, check the med box for our morphine, and then push out. Always check jackets, guys. You can find like really expensive keys. I hear walking. Lag. Holy, that was... I don't want to stick around. This server's fucking scuffed. Who saw that? So if you ever get in a bad server, just get out. Just get out. Like, Tarkov servers these days are so sketchy. Like, if you ever get a fucked up server, just leave, reset the game, because or reset your match, because it's not worth sticking around in in trash servers. So hopefully we got enough XP to avoid a run through. So unfortunately, guys, the first raid of the day was a run through, but hey, we got 2 of our quests done, and we also got out of a really laggy server. If a server ever starts to stutter or lock up on you, just get out, reset the game. It's not worth dying over a bad server when you can very easily just hop into a fresh one. But anyways, guys, now it's time to head into interchange. We have like 3 quests we have to do here. We have to kill more scavs, we have to mark the tankers, and we have to get the manifests from the 3 major stores. We're going to continue running this budget build to warm up and see what kind of trouble we can get into. There's tactics and strategy in Factory. It's just like meme tactics. It's just a lot of rush stuff. Better raid. Alright, well this is good because we spawned right next to our tanker. And then we'll most likely just push to the northeast tanker. Alright. Let's go. We're using the primary arms prism. The only bad thing about this spawn is that we're in between a lot of player spawns. So we either take it slow or take it fast to get out of getting pinched. I'm gonna just commit to fighting these players if I see them. So I'm assuming this guy's gonna be back here looting the boxes, or he's pushed out far on the front right now, because I didn't see him cross at all. So we gotta be a little careful here because we might walk right into him. All right, this is not open, so it's kind of good news. Ooh. Holy lag, Batman. Servers are just not doing well today. But yeah, this little pocket back here, the northwest pocket near extract, has 5 caches. Like, honestly, if you're looking to get like fast money on a scav, easiest thing you can do is just scav in on interchange, hit like a couple loot spots, grab these 5 cache spawns, and then get out. You make hella money real fast. Because all these caches are right near extract. Oh my god. I'm not happy about this connection stuff. AT&T's been like really fucking up recently. I'm a little spooked. So yeah, if you don't know about these 5 caches, you do now. I think it might be me. I can't tell. What's up, bro? How you doing, dude? Gonna hit this cache, and then there's one more. I'm wigging out. I keep hearing things. Look at that lag. Holy shit. It's a water filter. That's good. Ah, yeah, see? Now it's working. It's fucking AT&T, dude. It's AT&T. So, not really recommended to use it unless you really know what you're looking for. You can just use FPS space. Oh my god, this game. I just got the scope bug. You guys see that too, right? Usually you're supposed to check that bus back there for the Goshen key. It's worth a lot of money, but we're just gonna go. It's an AI scav. You want to be careful around here. Sometimes multiple scavs can spawn. So you do want to be a little careful. There shouldn't really be any players in this building this late into the raid. Unless it's like a scav player. So we should be kind of clear for the most part up here. Except for a couple of scavs, like I said. Oh, yeah, someone's been in here. So because we disconnected, it doesn't show like this stuff is all open. Yeah, player's been in there. You can tell because loot always fills up left to right, top to bottom. So if there's ever like a missing space, it means that we're gonna upgrade here. If there's ever a missing space, it means someone's been in there and took something. I drop this, grab that. Now we have better armor. Grab that too. We're gonna nade to distract and get inside while he's running. Gotta hotkey these back real fast. We don't want to fight in the building and get stuck, so we want to push out and get around. It's very important that I drop that dude before I got double flanked and pushed. So we're gonna cut around, reset the fight as much as possible. If this guy's smart, he's gonna try to get eyes on me again and try to lock me down in this pocket. So it's very important that I push out of this pocket or at least get a good angle before he does anything else. It's got me semi-trapped right now. The fact that he hasn't shot me means I can get away with this really sketchy play. And then from here, I don't think he'll expect me to be here. Yeah. And he's dead. So yeah, very important to disturb him with the nade, get him to drop his angle. Like, that's what nades are, like, perfect for. If you can get nade kill, that's cool and all. But most of the time, nades are used to get people to drop their angle, get them to move as they're moving or dropping their angle and losing line of sight. That's when you have to capitalize and make movement. Either to punch out on a flank, pull back and reset the fight, whatever it is. After that nade leaves your hand, if you're out of nades, you really run out of the opportunity or the tools to get a player to drop his angle. So we played that right, flanked him on the right. He didn't expect it because he didn't see us because he was too busy worrying about the nade. So we did make noise, so I'm going around here. I'm kind of checking the sides. It looked like a player scav. So we're not going to loot yet. Just in case there's a second, I'm going to loop around to the other side. I'm going to check my meds real fast too, as far as how fucked up I am. I'm fine. So once again, breaking up that angle, right? I shoot from that pocket over there. I'm going to shift over and try to switch it up again. You always want to keep him guessing as much as possible. I mean, if keeping him guessing is going to expose you to the open, that's just a calculation you have to make on the fly. There's no definitive good or bad when it comes to situations like this. It's just gut feeling and experience as far as like how much you can get away with. Alright, we're gonna loot this fast. I don't want to take too much time looting this because we made noise and these bodies are in the open. Or at least this one is. This is a level 12 player. RIP, my dude. I don't need his gun. What do you got in your pockets? Nothing. This guy's probably not gonna have anything useful. Yep, he has nothing. Throw punch out to the left. Now, if there's a second player scav, which there very well could be, because of the place we're fighting in, he's gonna be tucked into a corner. If anything, holding something shallow, but there's not a lot of play room back here, so I'm assuming it's just the one. But it's possible this guy's like sitting in a bush holding a really shallow angle. So, just being careful. Not gonna run too much. It's either a player scav or this level 12's friend. The fact that both of them were here so close and so fast, I think it's his friend. Yeah, it's his friend. So yeah, it could have been a player scav. It looked like a player scav because of what he was wearing, but like both these players popped up on me pretty fast, which leads me to believe that they were together. Yeah, it's fine. Not too worried about it. We'll leave. I'm not gonna die over a duct tape. It's also really important to know to like stop yourself from picking up every little scrap of loot. You'll find that you'll start to survive a lot more when you start worrying about getting out more than like picking up every last single piece of loot. A lot of players get killed like trying to min-max, strip the guns down, get everything you can out of a player that you've killed. But that's just extra time with your gun down, and especially playing solo, sometimes you just really can't afford that. So knowing when to leave and knowing when to leave stuff behind, it's a really good habit to get into. The one thing you really want to kind of get into your head when you're playing, especially as a solo player, is that so long as you survive and you come out with something, you're coming out ahead. If you survive and you come out with, you know, even an extra gun and maybe like an extra armor, you came out positive. Staying for those extra little trinkets and stuff and getting killed, that's what's going to set you back a ton. A lot of players play real greedy, trying to fill every slot in their bag. And once you get good, once you get experience with like knowing where you are, how intense the situation is, how much time you have to loot, and how to loot fast, then yeah, for sure, you can definitely get greedy. You can strip guns down. If you can do it fast, use your hotkeys and all that, get every little drop out of everything. But when you're starting out, just get a couple things off the body and then leave. Especially if you're playing solo. If you got a team with you that can cover you, then by all means, take your time. But definitely a really big tip for new players is like know when to leave. Surviving is how you stay positive. So we're pushing for extract right now. We got to be careful of campers. A lot of players think that campers will sit in the tents, and that is true. But really experienced campers will get on top of the awning there and shoot reverse angles using a scoped rifle. So you do have to check that. Don't forget to ever check this, because there's people that will sit up there trying to get their 100-meter headshots on people trying to extract. The other two extract camps here are going to be the tents proper, and then this tree line on my front left. You just have to take it slow. There's no real easy way to check for campers on interchange in this corner. It's literally, you just have to scan every single bush here, make sure there's no one prone. Try not to make too much noise, and then when you get up to the tents, you just have to have your mouse and cursor placement proper. Because if he hears you, he's gonna drop you, like 9 times out of 10. It's so dumb. They need to add more extracts on this map, but you'll get really good over time just like scanning bushes, like really looking into bushes. Because a lot of players, they'll like kind of glance at the bush, but they won't register what's in the bush. See, like this guy, there's a fucking dead body here at extract. Just pie it off, take your time. Okay. Yeah, so someone, that poor dude probably got exit camped, which is unfortunate. And don't stay still in extract, because you can still get capped at range. We're doing pretty well to start today, like really well. The first raid was kind of quiet, and we had some lag issues, but we managed to get out. Second raid, did both of our quests. No, we did one of our quests. Dropped it to two dudes here. So rip Skidmark, rip Girthy, good fights. So we're actually making a lot of progress with our quests here today, and more quests means more XP, more trader rep, and the faster we get to level 30, the more options we'll have as far as weapons and ammunition. So it's really good to get quests done because it opens up a ton of options for you. But anyways, guys, we're going to go back in interchange, finish up a couple more of these quests, or at least try to. And in this raid, you'll really see why the Vepr Hunter is one of the best budget guns in all of Escape from Tarkov. How long have I been playing? 3 years? 2 years? 2 years? 2 years. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna check the stashes. Always check these stashes. I got to turn around. Not good ammo. We'll take the croutons for food. Gotta kind of be careful because we spawned a little early. There is a spawn that's up there to our front that might come down here. BP rounds are good. We'll take those. Okay. A lot of trash in these right now. Got 2 more caches to check. Gonna watch our right here in case a player comes up. Maybe 20 rounds are good shotgun rounds. Adrenaline's good. We'll hockey it just in case we use it. And 1 more cache. And then we'll start heading into the... That's someone all the way down by checkpoint. He might be hanged to checkpoint. We might pick that fight. We're probably gonna pick that fight. Condensed milk sells for a lot. Propane used to sell for a lot. I'm not sure where it's at these days. Kinda just trying to sound whore here. Want to hear if there's any more shots or footsteps. I don't want to scope in too long here because this is hella open. Just bad news bears to stick around hanging out right there. So if this player is coming towards us, he's gonna be on the opposite side of all these crates. He might have just sniped the scav at range and then left. I think that's what he did. So I don't see any scavs here, and I haven't heard a player. Would have heard him by now, I think, at this range. So we're just gonna push to the store, start moving for our manifests. But you guys saw, like, I hit those 5... He's right here. Oh, it's a scav. I thought it was a player. God damn it. He looked at me and shot at me like a player. Because it was such a shallow peek angle. I didn't expect him to actually be able to see me. This mask is worth an okay amount of money, so we'll pick it up. I don't need to check his vest because the only time you go into a scav vest is to get his mags for the gun he's carrying. That's all he'll ever have. You check pockets and backpack. That's where you'll find the goodies. I'll split. I'll take it. Why not? You can always use meds. Totally thought that was a player. There's also one other cache you can check here. But what I was saying was, like, you can check those 5 stashes in the back there and load up already on a ton of loot. So, like, if you're ever... That's, like, my one loot tip. If you're ever looking for a loot, just check the 5 stashes on interchange as a scav or a PMC, and you can find so much good stuff. Okay, that's an SVD. I think he's doing his sniper quest. We might be able to get a cheeky SVD here. Unless he's looking this direction. He's probably in the tower, if I had to guess. But he could be on the ground at range. No, they're along the back wall. That's much further. They're along the back wall. They're fighting someone. Gotta be careful I don't catch a round to the face here. I see him. He's dead. You'll see player bodies kind of do this weird, like, pop-up thing when you kill them when they're prone. I want to get in the deflate real fast, though. because I need to regain my sprint. Yeah, that guy got caught in a bad spot. He's probably juiced as well. So that's a good catch for us. We're just gonna chill here for a sec. All right. There's another nade that was thrown out here as well, which is kind of concerning. But I think this player dropped that guy. Because he was pretty confidently walking out here. We're gonna be fast, because I don't really know what the real situation here is. Dude was level 40, fucking RIP. And he's wearing a Zuck. Oh god. Alright, so we need to do a fast transfer here. So we're gonna drop everything into the Triton. Dump this. Pick up that and that. Dump the helmet. Grab that. You just gotta get fast at doing it. We should have researched this for it. Check his this for stuff. Nope, empty. Grab the bag. Good. And we're good. So that's a fast rig swap for you guys. See, like M80 went through this guy's Zuck. You know what I mean? Now we gotta search this. Like, we zeroed out his Zuck with M80. So... I feel like this guy sniped someone and was walking to pick up his loot. But that's a great example of like how M80 like can really hurt someone. The Vepr Hunter is just such a strong budget weapon. You throw a Monstrum or like the primary arms Prism that we're using right now on it, and it's lethal. It's lethal to every player in the game. Load it with M80. You don't even have to go so far as grabbing M61 or M62. You hit them like 3-4 times solid with M80, they're gonna drop. It hits like a truck. I have priority, so I don't want to drop angle. He might have dropped. I hit him like 2 times in the chest. I have priority on this fight, so I want to make sure yeah, he's dead. I stay scoped in. Oh yeah, look, there's another player here. There's a 2-stack. The SVD dude dropped this guy. Alright, so now we gotta do this fast. We're gonna go into our bag, look at everything that isn't... why am I alt-tabbing? What is going on, game? Why? We're gonna put everything that we want. Oh my god, and it's glitched now. What are you doing to me? We're gonna take everything that we want and put it in here. We're gonna drop this bag. We're gonna empty this out so we have room. Okay, let's double tag that up. And we're good now to go loot stuff. He zeroed out my armor. We're check health while we're down. Hit my thorax. Alright, so we're probably gonna drop this this Zuck if either of these guys have armor on. And just do it fast. See what's going on here. This guy's got an attack too, level 25. He's got a Mosin. Not really worth picking up. Is he wearing armor? He's not even wearing armor. That's how he got dropped so fast. So we're gonna drop that, take this, put that in. And grab that as well for now, but we're probably gonna drop it depending on what this guy on the ground has. I died. There's a third. We played it fast and tried to get out with some stuff, but there's a third there. Not much we could have done. It's hard when you come in third party a fight like that because you don't really know what's going on. So you either do it really fast going in or you camp it out the whole time. But there's not enough information for me to really play a fight there. So like my thought right there is just grab the stuff and run. We're already in a bad position locked up against the side of the map. So, oh well, it happens. We did what we could. You could see how we just didn't have armor. We didn't have any armor, so he shot us right in the thorax and dropped us because the other guy broke the Zuck, and that Mosin dude didn't have any armor. So that's an F in chat. But it happens. We couldn't... I can't think of another way we could have played that, because if we follow the wall with the wall on our right, we'll probably walk into us. We'll probably walk into him, and he'll still see us, just because of how like we're pinned against the wall with no cover. If we walk back, he'll see us, and if we push to the body, he'll see us. So Those rocking a hard spot, and it's just happens sometimes. But we've been doing well, so we're gonna up the ante, see if we can bring something bigger in. So that last raid in Tarkov was a great example of how positioning is so important, and sometimes you just have a really bad hand and you can't do too much in a situation. Our initial decision to push to the wall and check for the extra body really got us into a bad position because we had no cover, our mobility was limited because we're pinned against the edge of the map, and the other player was just at range with a sighted weapon and was easily able to pick us off. So, you know, looking in 2020, you might have been able to switch out the Zuck and take the other armor for a little extra protection, but there's no way to really know if there's going to be a third guy that far out. So unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. Let's roll back into interchange, but this time we'll take something a little bit bigger to see if we can make it work. discord.gg/Karmakut. If you're an old EVE player, I'm calling you all back into service. Call to arms. I'm ringing the bell. Gondor calls for aid. Let's go. Get in there. This is a good spawn. We spawned right next to the entrance we need to get into. Yeah, I'm starting the draft. You know how there was almost a draft for World War III? Well, guess what, bitches? It's a draft for the EVE Corp. Get in. Not too worried. Usually there's a scav up here. Wait, he's dead already? No, that's not body. Never mind. Alright. You check this desk for spawns. You can spawn some pretty juicy loot sometimes. This is one of the many computer rooms on this map that can spawn graphics cards, flash drives, etc. I'm gonna check. Sounds like the scav. He shot an extra round after I dropped him. That was great. 10 out of 10. I want to do this fast because oh my god, I'm stuck. I want to get trapped in this room. There's the manifest. When will there be another squad video? This weekend, I'm thinking. As you're searching, multitask. Make sure you're packing your mags or medding up or whatever it is you can multitask. Just be a little more efficient. Check these, yeah, check these shelves. These shelves can spawn some high-tier tech loot. Always check these shelves. You can find really nice things up here. Like this. This is a golden G-phone worth 40k. I'll try to show you as many of the loot spawns as possible. When you're in this room, though, you have to be careful for players coming up the way we came in, as well as coming up the backside of the mall from this side. So you're essentially putting yourself into a pinch when you come into this room. Because players can come from that direction as well, if they're sprinting and rushing. Usually, though, you'll hear them. It's usually players that'll come from this side you gotta be careful of. We're going back here for the other manifest. Shit is just too dark. Got the other manifest. What do you think is the fastest way to learn this map? Play as a scav, go run in and get killed? Or play offline mode? Offline is a great learning tool, it's just boring for a lot of people. I think there's another one. Put these guys real fast. There's something in his bag. Sort that key out in a second. some kind of drug. I don't know what that is. Figure it out later. I think those are matches. Oh, it's so dark. I want to kind of get to cover here. Sorry, there's really not too much commentary I can give you when it comes to interchange. Because unless like there's a specific thing I'm trying to do, it's the whole map is literally just walking around trying not to get waxed while doing some certain things. You know what I mean? Commentary on this map is a little bit harder because there's so many angles and so many things you're trying to consider that you kind of almost just go where you need to go and deal with it. So right now we're just moving to Goshen. Not Goshen, Ollie. Trying to loot a little bit along the way. Someone's been here. Open crate means someone's been here, so it's a little concerning. Gotta be frosty. Okay. See if he's hit these computers. Yeah, he has. So he's been in here. When things are open like that, it means that they've been in the room, so no point wasting time looting. See if he checked the jacket. Yeah, he did. This store is usually pretty safe. There's a ton of cover. There's a couple of spawns. The cabinets on the right, like on the top, they can spawn vodka and stuff like that, which is pretty useful. What is this? Like up here. The store across is usually pretty high traffic. Tech light. So we're gonna kind of be a little bit more careful here. Can find graphics cards, etc. in that room. Fuck. I should have taken the second one first. Fucking go- Oh my god, I hate that shit so much. I'm triggered so bad. There's no way that should have triggered the collision. There's no fucking way in hell. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt, boys. That one hurt. Ah. I hate that. I hate that shit so much. So that last raid was just so tragic, and you're gonna have those moments where you're literally fighting the game as far as mechanics or controls or how the game operates. It would just never happen like that in real life because you would be consciously knowing like, hey, my rifle's gonna hit the couch. But in games like this, you don't really have a feel for if your rifle's gonna hit something or not all the time. And we're just a millimeter away from the collision radius. So it happens, nothing you can do but laugh it off, roll on to the next raid. And this last one was pretty fun. We ended up getting into quite a firefight, a pretty respectable firefight. And we switched it up, taking in an MP5 instead of any usual rifle. I think this is the first SMG raid of the series. So I hope you guys do enjoy. We're going back at interchange, and let's crack right on. Alright, let's try to get this quest done. We're running a pretty light kit, so this should be pretty easy. We're gonna try to just swoop in and do all the manifests, kill some scavs. We've been going pretty heavy on the kits. Because even an M80 Vepr Hunter is like, that's a lot of damage. Take a little tiny baby MP5, see what we can do. Gotta be careful here, sometimes other players will cut you off on the right. Like this right here is a high traffic area right off the break. Wanna be careful of that. I go up. Hello? Okay. I think it's in the other one. It's in the other one. I only heard one steps of footsteps, I think. Fucking rip, dude. What are you doing, level 27? Okay. We're gonna go pretty fast. I'm just gonna try to hit all these quest item spots. There we go. I don't want to linger here because this is a high traffic area. Like, ollie at the brake is so dangerous. Oh, he dropped the scav. That's what happened. Okay. No, this is the same dude. I'm so dumb. Holy, I'm so tilted from last round, dude. Suffering from short-term tilt. This is a dangerous corridor to be in. Just gonna go fast. There's someone right fucking there. Fucking hip fired his ass. Get good at point shooting. Because it'll save your life, like right there. So, I don't have the gun to let him play the long range fight. I don't have that capability. If I reset the fight with a rifle like this, or not even a rifle, with an SMG like this, if I reset the fight, I lose range control. And losing range control against a AR or whatever he's using right there, that's gonna be nights out for me. So I have to press the advantage really hard. Because this thing I can't shoot far with this. So if I let him fall back and reset the fight, I lose all control over it and he's just gonna snipe me when I come at him. So like, sometimes you just gotta double down depending on the situation. MP5, you gotta push him. Because if he keeps backing up and stuttering back like that, you're never gonna close with him. So, that's a lot of kit knowledge right there. There's something back there. There's a fucking scav or something. I'm gonna duck around the corner and get the stuff real fast. Yeah, if we had just tucked in, we never would have won this fight. Oh god, it's because I already have that other thing. He did the right thing. Like, he's an experienced player. He tried to frag out and push back. Just didn't work though, because we did the opposite thing of pushing him right in. It's a level 4 armor. We're gonna want to do a swap. There's a guy behind me though, so this is really fucking risky. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Come on. It's really greedy. I want to get, do I want to go down? No. I want to just get in here real fast. This is a really bad spot. I'm kind of panicking a little bit, not gonna lie. But at least you guys will be able to see what it's like to panic on live stream. Here we go. Alright, drop this. We're gonna... What are you doing, game? Why are you lagging so much today? I don't get it. Okay. Let's take a moment to compose ourselves. I want to put this in here and pull out another MP5 mag in case I need to use it, and just resort all this stuff real fast. We have extra pain kills now. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're back in control. I'm gonna load here. I don't like this position I'm in because I'm tucked into this goddamn corner. I think we just reset the raid. Yeah, we're gonna reset the raid. There's a dude that snuck out to our front, so I really don't want to fuck around with that right now. We're just gonna use speed to dip out fast. We're gonna wait for Stam before I peek this scav. Alright. Need scav kills. Where's my extract? Northwest, right? No, Emercom? Oh, we gotta go all the way around, boys. This is no bueno. Okay. Down here, underneath the map, it's pretty safe. Very few players will come down here, especially late into the raid. At most, you'll probably run into a couple guys trying to extract, or a scav doing like safe looting on all the crates down here. Because there's a ton of loot you can find underneath the mall. And very few players go down here. If you go down here, you're usually just looking to make some money. You're not looking to fight. Well, like in all the tents, there's almost a crate. I don't want to go that way. This is like, it's almost like tunnels, because you can get pretty far around the map down here if you know what you're doing. And stay out of sight and just pop up in certain areas. It's pretty nice. If you learn the underground interchange, a lot of players try to avoid it just because it's like a maze. But if you learn the underground and even the third floor. What the fuck are these guys doing down here? Fuck. So these guys are probably coming down to extract. That was what I was talking about. These guys are probably pushing out to extract. I think I dropped one of them with that frag because I only heard that one set of footsteps at the end there. Holy, that was a good fight. That was a good fight. I got an adrenaline rush out of that. That one right there was a good fight. The only thing I would have changed about that is kicking out a fast reload behind the crate because you saw I only had 2 rounds in there. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I didn't get either one of them. 13 minutes in. No, it was a 2-stack and they got me. Yeah, no, I mean, that was a good fight. That was, I like that one. That was a really fun one. I killed 2 other players in this raid. I killed the first one. Who were the other 2? I killed the first one in Ollie. And then I killed someone 15 seconds before I killed the other guy. I can't even remember. I needed more nades there for sure, yeah. But he hit me in the head. It was a good shot. It was a good fight. That was a really respectable fight right there. So going back and playing that fight back in my head, as soon as I got there, I heard him. I saw the opportunity to try to drop one. I landed a couple of really good shots, which got that guy to that guy like tucked the fuck out of there. He went up the stairs or went down the stairs. I don't know, but he didn't try to repeak. So that was a really good fight there. The only part was like when on the reset after both nades, I didn't reload. That was the critical error there, is that I didn't reload. The reason why I didn't want to reload is because they most likely know it was just one of me. So if I go ahead and reload, that audio sound is gonna cue them to push, and I can't do anything. The ideal time to reload there, if I had to play that back and do it again, is right as that nade goes off, like their nade to me, I would have reloaded. Because I knew I was running low on that mag. I mag dumped quite a bit there. But that was a really good fight. That was a good fight. I had a lot of fun on that one. But yeah, definitely I would have reloaded faster if I could do that all back. Like as soon as that nade went off and I realized I had an empty mag, I was like, fuck. You lose the opportunity to reload. And the angle they had, the only cover I had was that box in front of me. If I tried to dip out to the back, they would have shot me in the back. So I kind of had to commit and try to get them on a peek. But that was a really good fight. Another day of just really rough raids. We got into some pretty fun, situations. Did manage to kill a couple of people, but we're getting into rougher engagements now. Like the last raid, especially video, the last episode in this video, we've been running into big stacks, like 3-4 stacks of players, and that's been really rough. And that's just Tarkov. You can really see the strength in numbers, And especially on interchange, being solo doesn't lend itself as many advantages as it does on some of the opener maps like woods or customs or just maps with a lot of mobility. Because what happens is when you get locked into engagements on interchange with a group, it's all corners, walls, and hallways. So it's really hard for you to break out after an engagement and dropping a player and try to flank, because every section of interchange is, for the most part, isolated. The only way you're going to flank it is on a long, like 20-minute flank around the mall, up a stairway, down the stairway, through a door. It's a very different kind of playstyle than open maps. Because on open maps, when you drop a player, like you'll see me do time and time again on customs, when you see a group, you drop one member in the group and they have to stay there. And you have like almost a 360-degree area of play because the map is out in the open. It's not like a building where you have to like go through buildings and come out. It's incredibly hard to play as a solo player on interchange because of that fact. And it's just one of those things that I dislike about playing solo on interchange, because it's so hard to deal with groups because there's no way you can really flank fast off the break. They'll just lock down angles, hold, and then slow push you. Same thing on labs. Like, you'll see it a lot on labs. It's why people on labs bring like 50 fucking grenades, because that's the only way you're pushing corners. Like, you'll see people just bring like pockets and pockets full of F1s, and they'll just keep tossing the F1s down the hallway. And that's just because of the way that inside fights kind of work. It's just really hard to do anything off a break aside from push through with frags. And I ran out of frags there. I threw my one good nade, and I ran out of options. So that was unfortunate, but it was a respectable fight. Definitely an adrenaline fight right there. I definitely got really excited on that one. So that's why we play Tarkov. You know, I don't need to win every fight to have fun. It definitely helps when you come out alive, that feeling of euphoria when you get out with loot. But we dropped a lot of players today, a lot of high level players as well. So been having a good time. Yeah, like 830 plus players, 24, 11 to 30. It's been pretty good. We've been doing all right. Like, still above 40% on our survival rating is still very solid. Anywhere above 40 and you're doing pretty well. Like 40, I think, is the baseline for a lot of the regular players. So if you can sit above that, you know, props to you. This is, of course, going down more and more. So we'll see where we normalize that. But it's been a good time. I've been really enjoying doing these streams. That's going to be the last one for today. Just another day of brutal raids. So that pretty much concludes day 4 of our Escape from Tarkov playthrough. Getting a little bit harder running into these duos and trios, but we're still chugging along, making good progress, completing our quests, and getting that XP. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you're looking for that full unedited VOD, make sure you check out that blue join button down below. Also, if you want to support the channel a little bit more, head over to karmakut.com where you can support me directly. And finally, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and hit that bell button so you get notified of when we go live. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.